Hey guys, I had to come back to you with another video because there's something that Spirit wanted to share with you guys, and so I have to make sure that I'm delivering every message and every download that I get. And the download that I'm getting right now is basically for me to share with you guys about basically one of the things that every couple was. So we're going to touch on couples, and we're going to talk about the things that a lot of couples don't like to talk about. And one of the things that some couples don't like to talk about, especially if they're a toxic couple, which I've communicated and talked to so many people throughout my life who were quick to say that they were toxic. And to me, that was like a red flag. And so many people, they share this information willingly, thinking that it's gonna be something that's fascinating, when really is a huge turnoff. And to be toxic is basically for you to be someone who basically is a part of relationships that is a part of drama. Basically, there's no understanding, basically really not good communication. There's probably a lot of disagreements, and basically just no way to come together. And that's not the way relationships are supposed to be. Relationships are supposed to be two people coming together that can communicate, that can have a disagreement, or disagree to agree, or agree to disagree, and still be able to be around each other and still be loving to each other, even though they may not feel the same viewpoint that the other person may feel so strongly about. And so sometimes when people are in toxic relationships, example myself being a person who came from toxicity, and basically being in that type of energy at one point in my life, where different relationships that I was in, I was carrying around toxicity, and taking it into relationships, as well as meeting people and attracting people, because I had that type of like mind. And sometimes like minds do attract each other, even though they say opposites attracts. That can be true, depending on your viewpoint, or the different type of experiences you may have, or different walk of life you may come from, or a different belief system you might have. But as far as the characteristics of your morality and who you are as a person, or the different type of experiences that you have from your past, you may be a person who carry around traits of toxicity, where you always get in combative relationships, or where sometimes it may lead to physical combativity, where you're actually ending up in physical fights and stuff like that. And that's not the way that God wants it to be. With relationships in this world, He wants people to come together to be able to co-create, and be able to have relationships where they can basically end up making the world more prosperous, in a sense of being able to have children, being in unions where children are being able to come out of those relationships, loving relationships, where they can raise their children basically to go out and to be loving people as well. When children come from loving homes and come from loving relationships, they actually end up going into the world and basically being a loving person, pretty much. And that's generally what it stems from, being from a loving relationship, from loving two loving parents who can understand and be able to communicate with each other. And so with that part being said, I wanted to also touch on making sure that if you are in these relationships, that as sad as I don't like to say it, I'm gonna say that those are the type of relationships you don't need to be in. If you are in one, I know it's hard to do, because a lot of times we can't help who we love, we say we can't help who we love, but you actually can. It's a choice that you're choosing to make. That is a free will. You can walk away from these type of things, especially because I know if you're in a relationship like that, because I know what it was like for me to be in a relationship like that. I was not happy. It was not gratifying. I did not get anything out of it. If anything, I stagnated my life and I slowed down many things and blessings that was supposed to come to me. I wasn't able to receive them because the people I was around wasn't able to receive the blessings that God had in store for me, and likewise I wasn't able to receive the blessings. One second, baby. Excuse me, guys. Okay, sweetheart, 1 second, okay? Hold on, mommy. Okay, sweetheart. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm talking to my daughter. Hi, baby. 1 second, baby. I'm gonna be done soon. Okay. Hi. I love you. Yeah. I'm sorry. As I was saying, basically, when I was in those type of relationships, it basically I was hindering them as well as they was hindering me from receiving the blessings that I was supposed to receive and that they were supposed to receive, because it wasn't a union that we were supposed to be a part of. There was no understanding, and it was never going to get anywhere. No matter how hard we tried, no matter, I love you too, no matter the different type of avenues that we took in order to make the relationships better, it never would work out. We would leave and try to come back together, and a lot of times the relationship would get worse instead of better. And so those were signs and red flags that those weren't the relationships that I needed to be in. And I know I mentioned to you guys before that I was in a relationship that wasn't good for me, and it involved physical altercations and things like that. And sometimes those are relationships where I provoke the physical altercations and things like that, or be it them as well. But sometimes as a woman, or as a younger female, I don't even want to say woman because I don't want to take away from women who are actually able to stand their ground as a woman without being argumentative or basically provoking a man to feel like he needs to put his hands on her based off of the unhealed wounds that he may have, based off of maybe his childhood traumas or something like that, whatever you have it, or past relationships that now it's a cycle of something that he's going through and enduring, and be it with you. And so I wanted to share, because I was able to get out of this cycle in my life, that basically, people, guys, if you're in a relationship like this, it is not one that you need to be in. Please choose to make a better decision for yourself and for your happiness and the longevity of your life, men or women. Whatever you have it, whatever standpoint that you're viewing this video from, or if you're viewing it together, and you're in one of these relationships, either guys choose to make a conscious decision to learn and grow out of it together, or walk away from the relationship, because it is not one that you want to be in, especially if you're in a relationship like this and you share children together, or you're planning on having children together, but you have this problem and you can't seem to overcome it. It's better off for you guys not to co-create and have children, because you're going to scorn those children, and basically they're going to live a life of basically taking what they learned in the household and going out into the world and sharing it with other people, and basically having bad relationships as well. And we don't want that cycle to continue. We want to have a loving race of humanity and groups of people who are basically pouring onto each other and pouring out to each other love. And so guys, women, keep your hands to yourself. If you're in a relationship that is not gratifying to you and does not make you happy, walk away from it. No matter how hard it may be. I know it's really, really hard to walk away from these type of relationships, but find it within yourself to love on yourself more, and find the happiness within yourself and the love within yourself in order to choose you on today, and choose you at whatever point this video resonates with you, and you choose to make that conscious decision to walk away from it, because it is not one that you deserve or your partner deserves to be in. And so It's probably someone else out there for you and for that person. And if you love them enough to let them grow through whatever they need to grow through, and you as well love yourself enough to grow through and overcome whatever it is and barriers you have in order for you to be in, whenever you do finally get into a relationship that is loving, being a loving relationship where you are able to pour into someone without feeling like you're on the aggressive side, or whatever they say you're gonna pop off, or you're gonna feel a type of way if they say things a certain way or whatever. Do away with the control issues and things like that, and find it and grow within yourself to be a better person. And over time, no matter how hard it may be for you to overcome it, you will get better. I promise you. You will get through it, and you will overcome it. I am a person, I promise you, I am not talking out of the side of my neck or just telling you anything. I've been through this, and I had to grow through this, and I am no better than any of you. If I could do it, I promise you, it was really difficult for me to do, but I did it, and you can do it as well. I came from a relationship that I was in for over 7 years. I was basically like a housewife, and I was being cheated on, and I still stayed because I felt like that was the best thing for me to do, because I had children with that person, but it wasn't good for us, and it wasn't good for my children, and they didn't deserve that. So I ultimately ended up fighting it within myself to walk away. And hopefully you can take my story and use it if you need to be of encouragement to you, to walk away if you've been in a long-term relationship, or please, if you're going through this and it's been a short period of time, I promise you, the longer you wait, the harder it is for you to walk away. And sometimes some people are not able to walk away as blessed as I've been able to do. So please choose to love on yourself on today. Choose to keep your hands to yourself, keep vulgar words to yourself, and love on someone and love on your partner. If you choose to stay in that relationship, choose to make a change and choose to do better, okay? I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you guys for checking out my video. Thank you for hanging out with me and chatting with Divine Mother Goddess Yemaya. I hope you all are able to come back and converse with me and listen to me talk to you, and basically just and someone's just enlighten you and open your mind to basically simplistic conversations that I know, and thoughts that we all go through on a day-to-day, that basically just needs to be made aware. So I love you all. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope that you all have a positive day on purpose, and whenever this video finds you, it was meant for it to find you. So guys, love yourselves, and make sure that you're making conscious decisions to love others. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome day. Bye.